Hello and good evening. It's Pink Girly reporting live from the Jersey coast. Hi, Barbara. Good evening. Good evening. Time sure does fly when you're digging through your stash. I thought I had plenty of time yet, and I looked at the little countdown timer, and it's showtime. What do you know? It's showtime. Hey, boo boo. A little while ago, I had made this pocket book. I wanted something that I could keep right next to me in my workstation that held stencils that I use on a fairly regular basis. I really like this. The problem is it's not quite big enough. So today I took some Tyvek envelopes and I just threw them on the jelly plate and printed some stuff. Hi, Angie Brown. So it's not a lot bigger. It's taller and it's just a little bit, just a little bit wider. Hello, Shannon. Nice to see you. So I'm gonna put this together. That's going to be my warm up. Hopefully it'll get me in the groove. So what I've done is I've trimmed off the bottoms of the envelopes. I've folded them the way that I wanted, mostly in half. And then some of them I've trimmed down to make them more narrow. And I think they'll fit my Timmy stencils nicely. However, some of them I've cut the flap off and some of them I've left the flap on. Now, if you're familiar with a Tyvek envelope, they don't tear very easily. They're very durable. And they've got this stickums here, right? So you can stick them down. Well, I don't want to have to be dealing with that. So I pulled out some rice paper stuff that I have and tissue paper. And I'm going to stick it on some of these and then I'm going to trim them up. And because it's Tyvek, I just don't know that I want to deal with punching a hole. Like I was making envelopes the other day to mail out my Tim Holtz stuff. And I put it in my little envelope board machine, and you punch down and it makes that little divot. It wouldn't punch through it. I don't know. It could be a relation to Alex Trebek. Dear Alex. So I'm going to just stick them on some of these and then just trim off the excess. Then I don't have to deal with the stickiness. And like I did with this one, if I have an extra stamp or ink and I think about it, I'm just going to put it on top, or I might glue down some whatever's papers I like, little tabs. You just start to, decorate it up. I do believe I've got this upside down, governor. Right? So I'm going to warm up with that. I'm going to warm up with it. See, already, see, I've had these forever. But that might look good on one of my pockets. Because I have this stuff and I don't use it. And then, of course, I've got some Christmas stuff, so I pulled that out because I might be using that. And then I've got some of this. I think this is Jane Davenport stuff. Yeah, I don't think cappuccino is related to Al Pacino. So we'll see. This is where we're going to start. This is where we're going to start to art. Do, do, do. So I'm just going to peel. I'm just going to peel it, people. Poppies. Poppies. And see if I can stick that down to my liking. Doesn't have to be straight. Don't have to be straight. And then I'm going to trim it. So how is everyone? They're beautiful, so let's use them. Stop saving all this stuff for the other guy. Whoever the other guy is. So help me get a run to Lowe's. My room is very warm, so I've opened the door. Angie says, I am working on a notebook that has blank pages in it, so I'm going to work along with you. Okay, that's swell, Ange. I love it. I'm sure I'm going to have to add some glue to some of these here flippers. Flipper, flipper. That reminds me of a program I used to love as a youngster. Well, let's see what we've got in the treasure trove here. Like some of this Jane stuff. See, like it had these faces, right? And then it's got faces in white. But I don't know what you do with those. If Sandra comes in, maybe she could tell me. Maybe you're supposed to put them on something. You like flipper too, Shannon? We're dating ourselves, my dear friend. We're dating ourselves. You know, that doesn't come out right. We're dating ourselves. I'm not dating myself. I'm not dating anyone. All right. That's too short. Oh, bummer. Put it on black. Yeah, that might look good on black, right? Oh, I think you're onto something there, Shannon. I think you're onto something. Now, I have some that are like bubbles. It's all Jane stuff. It's getting super cold here, Barbara says. Tonight, they say the low is going to be, with the wind chill, 36 below zero, which is 32.8 below Celsius. Baby, it's cold outside. Do-do-do-do-do. Baby, it's cold outside. Do-do-do-do-do. It's very cold here. Even the hubby came in and said, after letting the dog out, ooh, cold out there. Look how darling these are. I'm going to use some of this in my, not my everyday journal. Now, I just had the circles. What did I do with them? I love me some circles. Look. Oh, there's some stars. Look, how cute, right? Look at her. I love Christmas stuff. I love Christmas stuff. They're the same as those other ones. Love that song. Ange says it's cold and raining where she is. And where are you, Ange? Tennessee, Kentucky, somewhere like that, right? Cause baby, it's cold outside. I this girl. 4 degrees here, nice and warm. I thought these birds would look cute somewhere. And look at these little numbers here. I guess they're not going to show up too much, huh? Tennessee. Okay, flip so. All right, let's see. Let's have some stars. These are not the circles I'm looking for. I must have put those back in my box. 'Cause baby, it's cold outside. So I'm just peeling this off. It's hard to see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ange, do you have a southern drawl? Do you have a southern accent, Ange? I've seen a picture of you, but I never heard your voice. 'Cause baby, it's cold outside. See, when these flaps annoy me, I'll just probably glue them down better. I'll glue them down more better. Now I have a short one in the center because that's where I'm going to put my Timmy ones. And that one doesn't have a flapper snapper. There's another flapper. Oh, baby, it's cold. See, I'll be singing that all night. Outside. I'm getting anxious to see my grandbabies. They're not babies anymore. My grandchildren's. Haven't seen them for a while because they've all been sick. I think they're better now, but with their mom's work schedule, it makes it, well, in school, makes it tough to see them. And then the weekends, they got to catch up on everything, get everything done. We have a picture of our grandson on our one computer. It's a screensaver. It's been missing his little face. Barbara says, weather update now, forecasting with a wind chill 38 below zero, risk of frostbite. My grandchildren are 7 and 4. Granddaughter 7 and my grandson is 4. Angie said, yes, I talk country. Just ask Keisha. Her young son said, boy, she is country. I bet you sound real cute, Ange. There's nothing like a girl with a southern drawl. And all her little sayings. There's one guy, he won one of the baking championships. Oh gosh, what's his name? Real southern drawl. Jason? Might be Jason. He's bald, wears glasses. He is an absolute hoot. He had all kinds of sayings. It was very entertaining to watch him. You know who I mean, Shannon? Yeah, he cooks some really cool stuff. But he is a hoot and a half, a hoot nanny. Do, 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 do. My dad used to like to watch an older gentleman. He's passed on now. That's just my dad. I think his name was Jason too, but he did barbecue stuff, barbecuing, and he would say "woo doggy," and then he would say things like onions. You want to put in your onions? It just would crack my dad up. My dad really enjoyed him. All right, so if you're just coming in, I'm just warming up, making another place to store stencils that I like to keep right by my desk. And the little storage book I have, I've kind of outgrown. Oh, he has his own show now? Oh, I have to look that up. Yeah, I probably would enjoy that. Well, as some of you may or may not know, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And so I was at my sister's on Saturday and met one of her friends, Jen. I'll give Jen a shout out. I'm sure she's not watching. But anywho, Jen's a big Harry Potter fan. And she asked me if I had ever listened to any of the Harry Potter books, audible books. So I never gave it a thought. If we go on a long ride, we'll listen to a book, but I never thought of the Harry Potter books. And see, a lot of times when Honey goes to bed at night, he'll say, "Do you want the TV on, or what do you want to watch?" And there's, a lot of times there's just really nothing on that I'm interested in. And so a lot of times I'll either watch a stream or I'll look for somebody who might be on live. But a lot of times it's wee hours in the morning, and I said to Jen, "Oh my gosh, I could listen to Harry Potter then." Hi, Janet. Did I send you some of it? Cool. I know, aren't they darling? I kind of usually only like an accent, but these were just too cute to pass up. My sister had nails for sale on Saturday. Nails for sale, nails for sale. All right, my machine is set up right behind me, and I'm going to see if I can get a nice stitch right down the center. And then I'm going to move my stencils over into this book. Honest to Pete, somebody's calling my phone. It's my son. Girls, this is just craziness. Hello, I'm streaming.
Oh, well, I wanted to show you something.
Okay, well, I just can't right now. Can I call you when I'm done? Very nice.
That's all I want to show you.
All right, sweetheart. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. He's very proud of the project he's working on. He's doing a great job. But it's not an emergency. He's taken off wallpaper at my mom's house in the hallway and repainting and redoing some furniture. My mom uses a walker on wheels now. And I mean, she really gets around pretty good, but it's helpful for her to hold on and push this little walker. But at the end of the hallway, there was a little table. It's been there for, oh my gosh, 40 years. And the one wheel, when she tried to get through, would just catch on the leg of the table. So he took the legs off the table, and he's just going to like have a floating shelf, kind of. So, all right, I'm going to stitch. Hopefully, this is going to work. I didn't want to really poke holes because of the Tyvek, because it's so difficult to poke through. So I'm hoping I can stitch through it well enough to hold these pages together. Oh, I don't know, girls. Maybe not. Now, I do have a denim needle in. I don't think it's going to do it. Woo, woo. Wow, it's not going to get through. Okay, plan B. Guess we're going to have to stitch it. Oh, that's a shame because that would look nice. My tension is still off with this machine. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Got to scoot my chair back in. Is Gail here? Did I miss Gail? Hi, Gail. I didn't expect to see you, my dear. This is late for Gail. How's that little Elvin doing? All right, so let's take this back out. Back her up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a regular needle through here either. Of course, I backstitched there. Welcome, welcome to any and all who have come in. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Elvin is doing good. He has his follow-up appointment on Thursday. Excellent. So it's good you can see an improvement. All right, let's see here now. See, I bought this little gizmo that's supposed to punch. Kathy Arbor was talking about one of these quite some time ago, and she okay, she's got to go. All right, thanks for stopping in, Gail. I appreciate it. She had punched holes on the edge of a journal page and then stitched, and it was really cute. Hi, Sandy. How you doing? She's fixing supper for the grands, so she's listening. Oh, give those grands a little hug for me. I'm missing my grands. Barbie asks Lori, did you see my song above? It's from Nicole Relax. No, I must have been at this. I could have been at the sew machine. And just light bulb just went off. She's got an idea. I've got some scraps here. I just don't think this is going to punch through the Tyvek. I wonder if I did it really. No, I guess just regular paper. All right, let's go to plan C. All right, so let's clamp. I feel like a doctor. I need a clamp. Clamp! So I'm going to put a binder clip here. And I'm going to put a binder clip at the bottom. And once again, my warm-up's taking a little longer than a warm-up should. Just saying, I'm all right. I'm going to use some of this ribbon my son picked up for me because I like it, and it's neutral Neutral, neutral. See, I could spend all night working on this kind of thing. First of all, I love the way painty papers feel. I don't know if I'm alone. Here it is, Lori. He sees you when you, he sees you. Hey, Kathy. He sees you when you're eating. He knows when you've got snacks. Oh, Barbara. That will now forever be in my brain. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Woo! All right, so now I need to find my all in all. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. 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 See, that Tyvek is so incredibly strong. Oh, was Kath under the weather? Oh, Kath. All right, maybe if I get my... The other thing is I have this handy dandy stapler that I purchased because Pam enabled me, but I haven't looked for any regular size staples. I really want to stitch it. I can't believe that needle didn't go through that. Mm-hmm. Do. Now, if I go through a couple at a time, will it do it? It's tough stuff for sure. Well, I got that one through. He sees you when you're eating. He knows when you've got snacks. What's some other words for that, Barbara? He knows if you've been hoarding cake. That needle is more of a darning needle. It's not a pointy sewing needle. I'm just going to go through a couple at a time here. Oh my gosh. No, I think it's my, yeah. I got fibromyalgia too, man. It stinks. Stinkadinks. It stinkadinks. I don't really want to take those clips off. I don't really want to. Okay, let me get my catalog. So then I have something to punch in the all into. Let's see. Of course, this crazy paper, you can't see really where you poke your holes. This is going to be another pocket book where I can store stencils that I use on a regular basis that I can keep right by my workstation. I have one that I really like that I've just made out of some, but you know, those like yellow 9x12 envelopes. But some of the stencils are too big for it. So this one is not a whole lot bigger, but it is a little bigger. So it's not really a journal per se. Look, I'm going to have to take this apart. But I'm going to dude up some of the pages like a journal because it looks cute and I like it. And then when you have leftover stuff, you know, you can stick it on somewhere. But I chose to use Tyvek for two reasons. It's sturdy, of course, as you can see as I'm wrestling with this. And because I have a whole box of them. I have a whole stinking box. So I'm only going to do 3. A pamphlet, ended up with a pamphlet stitch. I've got a denim needle in my sew machine. I thought it would go through. It will not. It just don't have enough oomph. It don't have enough oomph. So, sew buttons on your underwear. That's what we used to say at work. Instead of saying so there, we'd say sew buttons on your underwear. I'm going to grab some waxed linen. I'm going to grab some green. There's no way I don't think I'm going to get my ribbon through. Every time I get out of my chair, I got to get readjusted. I think I missed. Oh, Tyvek. I thought she was saying thank you, Beck. Yeah, Tyvek is tough. And we're not sure if it's any relation to Alex Trebek. We've had that conversation. All right, so I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Hubby is out. He went to Lowe's. He does have a little drill, and that would work. But, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm always in a big old hurry. Big old hurry. Now, see, now they're slipping and sliding on and off. There's always a troublemaker in the chat. I think I'm the troublemaker. Okay, I think I'm going to get it done here. I'm so close to the camera. Houston, we have takeoff. I have a little catalog here, Janet. I didn't open it up though. I just shoved it in the side. Okay. Methinks me made me thread a wee bit too long. A wee bit too long. All right, now this is really going to be the trick. Finding the little openings to go the opposite way. Oh, that's easier than I thought. Doot, 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 doot. I'm not paying attention, Anne. Answer your question. It's your question asked, and then we're not going to play doctor and nurse tonight, okay? Okay, baby girl? Maybe you can message her or call your doctor, sweetheart. No doctoring online, please. Yeah, so Uline works good. My hubby was able to score me a couple of Uline catalogs. And generally, I do open it up. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. You know, and use it like a cradle. Cradle, cradle, cradle. My goodness, I'm very thirsty this evening. We had a hamburger for dinner. I had a little onion on mine, but it's made me rather thirsty. I'm really not showing you what I'm doing, but I think most of you would know how to do a pamphlet stitch. Oh, we got trouble. Now this one will be the trouble. This is going to be so swell when it's done. So totally swell. Don't do this at home. I really don't want to go through my thread because then it's really a problem. Trying to wiggle right past my thread, you know. There, I caught it a little bit. Okay, now I'm just going to batten down the hatches. Batten down the hatches. Just make sure all my threads are pulled tight. Not tight enough to cut into the paper. That's the other thing about using paint. When you make your painting papers, you know, it really kind of toughens them up. Like now I know the Tyvek's very, very tough. Very tough. But there we go. We got it. I've got it. Whew. I'm going to need a nap. I'm just going to tie that in a knot. And I could trim that later if I want. So this is basically it. Now, like I said, it's not too much bigger than the one I have. I think I'm going to want that for my front. And now I'm going to use this one for something else. I don't know what yet. Maybe my Art by Marlene pieces. But see, now I have these stencils that I want to keep handy. I'm going to pop them in these pockets. I did it! I did it! Now, I do like that these have little divots cut out, but I don't think that's going to happen here. And, you know, and then I can just open it up, and it really will act kind of like a file folder. Is my camera too low? I can pull it up. Let me know, please. Now here's some little minis. So I'm going to put those in these half pockets. Hey, Janice, how are you? Oh, girls, I'm so thirsty. Yapping doesn't help. Now, see, these are bigger. So I'm hoping, yeah, that round one's still a little too big. Maybe if I don't put that one in a flap. Just that one's still a little too big. But these are the biggest envelopes I had. See, now like this one that I was using, see, I used one of those girls and stenciled around. And then just added stuff and added stencils. Like if I had extra ink on a stencil, and it, for no reason other than I can and I like the way it looks. So I would just go in and add something just to make it cute. And see here, I've got some tissue paper in there. Don't need that. Okay, so now here's my Timmy's. So I'm going to put that in my center pocket. See, and then I don't have to go to a bin. I've got a bin filled with, and then I move them over to a binder, and then I got to haul the binder down. It's annoying. So I thought this would work for me, and it really does. It's just that I kind of outgrew it because I was storing in here more than, see, now I've got some of these bigger ones. What's Barbara cooking up? She's having carrots and beets and did the beets in the air fryer. They are so delicious, left over from yesterday. Yeah, I'm really not a beet person. I can eat them, but I wouldn't choose to eat them. To me, that's like old people food. Sorry, Barb. Sorry, Barbara. Old people food. Yeah, see, that big one fits in there. Nice. Nice. Okay, here's another little one. Here's a little one. Little one, little one. They can go in there. Shannon, you like beets too? They taste like dirt to me. I do love lima beans though. Alright, here's a few more. And right now they're not in any order. And I might, do some rearranging as I use them. I'm just moving them over right now so I can show you what I'm doing. Here's some more Timmy's. Hey, Chris. Nice to see you. So I'm going to my centerfold. Close your eyes. Putting Timmy in the centerfold. Don't judge me. Timmy in the centerfold. Da, 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 da. Keep going back in that pocket. There's nothing in there but some tissue patterns. Patrons. Oh yeah, here's another chick. That's a chick I used. Where did I put her? I think I put her in the first pocket. And then I've got these. And Timmy Christmas. And then some of those bigger ones. See, now this I am going to use for something else because I really do love this. And then this one, I did the pamphlet stitch with this big piece of seam binding and made it come out the back so then I could use it for my tie arounds. I really do love that. And like I said, I'm like a freak. I love the way things feel. I love the way the envelopes feel with the paint on them. Yuppers. So I can put some of these big ones in here. And then they don't really, so far at least anyway, they don't get, you know how sometimes your stencils get kind of twisted up and hooked into each other? They stay pretty good in the pocket book. Not a pocket book, but a pocket book. If if I can pick them up with my cute little nails, would be helpful. And like I said, some I left flaps on, some I didn't. And then I put some tissue paper on my flapadapples there. And this is another little mini. I have minis somewhere else. In here. I do like to feel things. I could keep a piece of fuzz in my pocket and play with it all day. The only thing is this circle one. He's not going to work. So he's out of here. So now, because I like to keep it tied up, my son had gotten me this, I think the box said, what does the box say? Chiffon ribbon. So I'm just going to take a piece of this because it's here and I can. Now I may at some point try to pull it through the back, but I'm not going to do that now because I think I'm too warmed up. Too warmed up. So for right now, I'm liable to switch this out too and get a piece of muslin or something. So there you have it. So I'm done with that for today, for tonight. And then, like I said, when I find different things that I like, I'm going to glue them on. You know, see, like I have this poppy. I'm going to glue that somewhere. Ta-da! And then it'll get chubby. Oh, and it'll just be sweet. Just be sweet. I think my hands look very orange this evening, but I don't know how to adjust the coloring. So I'm going to leave it alone. All right, so I was working on some Christmas stuff and decorating. Oh, I had to do those Grinches. I was working on Grinches, and I got my Grinches done, and I was decorating them. Thank you, Janice. And remember the frozen eyeball comment? I didn't know about the frozen eyeballs. Forgive me, the brain is frozen. And I found a couple of Christmas stockings. And I thought, boy, they're pretty. They're pretty horrible. They're like dollar store, you know, the little mini ones. Now I have them here. I have them here somewhere. And I said to myself, we should do something. I should do something with those. So that's why I called this stream, Let's Rock Some Christmas Socks. So this one really isn't too terribly bad. It's really cute here. It looks knitted. This is a piece of knitted. Looks like the cuff of a sweater. This side is just felt. That's not bad either, but I think it could be cuter. Now, it may not end up cuter, okay? Because I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. And then there's this one, who really does look quite sad. And then I found this little, it's just like a little piece of canvas. So, and just full of ideas tonight. She is on fire. She's got another idea. So I was thinking I could either put down some, I don't know that I have a lot of Christmas cloth, but paper. I pulled out some fluff. See, when I did a lot of the light bulbs, I needed fluff like this to put around, you know, their hats. So I pulled out a piece of this fluff. What's Angie's idea? Watch out, buyers. Angie is inventing. Oh, I missed the idea, Ange. I know, it's oh, you should feel it, Janet. It's very nice. This was a jacket. I bought it at Goodwill and then ripped it all apart. Barbara had an idea today, but it was only a 25-watt light bulb idea. So I kind of like this one. I like the sweater back, and it's got these cute little tassels, but I think this side needs some help. And this guy here, I just don't really care for him at all, not at all. So I thought one thing I may mess around with tonight is to see if I can make this look better. And I really don't want to sew it, so I'm thinking gluing it. I'm thinking about gluing it. And I'm an eyeballer. I don't really measure too much. Although I do have sewing scissors, which should cut this a little better. A little better. So I want to give this guy a fluffy top that I can glue this way. And I'm going to cut it about here. Now, if I pin that, I keep losing my, I don't lose them. I take them into the other part of the house, my pin cushions. But I do have a little tub of pins sitting here. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm always moving things. It's right in front of me, girls. Holy moly. This is how I cut things. I fold it and I pin it. Now, if this was a smaller piece, I probably wouldn't even pin it. But because it's longer, I'm going to pin it. And I'm just going to take my scissors in the fold, give it a yank, and cut. Yank it and cut it. And you'd be surprised how, it doesn't really turn out too badly in most cases. Sometimes I have an oops. This could be an oops. We'll see. So that looks better already to me. Now I'm not ready to glue it down. And I don't mind that red showing. But let's see. He doesn't really have much of a foot there, does he? So let's see. Where do I have my... I have ribbons, and I've got all kinds of stuff we could use here, I think. Let's see. Now I've been rummaging and moving stuff around, so who knows where I've moved things. But I've also got these cool little like rice paper type things. Let's just see. He's got a little dinky foot. He's got a little dinky foot. I might be able to use our cording. I've got a couple of these little trees. some little snips of Christmas paper. Christmas paper. Yo, joy and peace. Oh, she's cute, but I don't think she's real Christmassy. See, this is the kind of stuff I save. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with me? Okay, I've got another idea. Starting to conjure up another idea in my head. What if once I get this, oh well, I was trying for that not to fall. What if once I get this little sock decorated, I make a little journal to fit inside? Just a rough little journal. Oh, that's a cute idea, Janice. Use it for a sock on the tree and put little pet treats in it. That's an adorable idea. I would have never thought of that. Okay, she's moved on. She's making yo-yos. Let's see here. This I'm calling rice paper. And I'm wondering how it would look if I decoupaged one on the sock. There's several of the same. Let's go outside the box. That might work. Now, I don't think I have too much in the way of really Christmas type fabric. Let's see, that's more of a country. And I do have some red and green and some red country, which really kind of doesn't go with that that little image that I picked out. I just feel like I need a little something behind the sock. I don't know, girls. I don't know. I probably have the perfect thing hidden away. Yes, good for gift cards, little bracelet, candy bars. Those kinds of little treats for sure. That's more of a travel. Where's my... That could possibly work. Jenna said when I was a child, we dumped everything out to get to the art. That's what my mom would say, Janice. My mom always said, oh my gosh, she said we couldn't wait to get to the orange. This is kind of a yellowy. But I had some white yesterday. Oh, what did I? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. And we would say, Mom, an orange. And she would say, you girls have no idea. You can have an orange whenever you want, she said, but oranges were hard to come by when I was a kid. And she said, boy, when we could get an orange, we thought we were living high on the hog. I put a piece of, this might work. Oh, that's got something on the back side. Oh, I hate to use that. I just had a piece of pillowcase. I just had it Sunday. That was yesterday. This is what happens when you clean up after your stuff. Well, here's a piece of binder. Not binder. Wait a minute. Oh, this might work. This is this is a napkin or something. Okay, we're starting to cook with gas here, girls. Cooking with gas. All right. Well, I don't know if you're as old as my mom, but she would tell the same story that for her and where she was brought up, it was a real treat to have an orange. Now I found that little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, really, Shannon? We used to sit on our beds and open our stockings. Our dad would bring our stockings in and we'd open our stockings, and then we all had to march down the hallway in line according to age. And our Christmas treats were piled up in a certain order around the tree. And my husband wasn't interested in doing any of that kind of jazz with our two. So those traditions died with all right. So, and I don't care about it being rough, kind of rough. But if I decoupage this on here, then I can trace around. So let's see. That little edge is kind of nice. All right. Do we have a pencil anywhere handy? If you see anything, yeah, my kids got stockings when they were little, but I don't get a stocking. My one sister, she still gets a stocking. She gets good stuff. And one gal that I grew up with, her name's Shirley. Oh my gosh, her girls' stockings, they were like what we would get for gifts. She went crazy with the stockings. Viva la différence. All right, so this is going to maybe be rustic. How can it be anything but? I'm just going to trim around. Trim around. And I think I might hi, Candy. I think I might decoupage the little fella on first. And then put it on the sock. I keep moving stuff. Move it or lose it. And I keep losing it. Oh, good grief. I even lost the sock. There it is. All right, so let me now trim. I think I want to trim this extra off. Let me see if I can tear this. Now this is a rice paper, not a tissue paper. So it's not terribly hard to tear, but it's a little more sturdy and durable than, you know, tissue paper or a napkin for sure. Did you girls ever make, my husband made it the other day to take to his card club. They were having a little holiday snack thing when they played cards. I don't even know what they're called. We call them cream cheese roll-ups, but I don't know if they have a name. But you take a piece of white bread. These are not healthy, girls. Piece of white bread, and you trim off all the crust. And actually, I don't even really know what all's in the recipe. But then he takes a rolling pin and he rolls it out, and the bread gets real flat. And then he makes up a concoction of cream cheese. You know, he whips that, and then he puts, I think, probably powdered sugar or something in it to make it a little sweet. I don't know if there's any egg in there or not. So he makes like a spread, and then he spreads it on the piece of bread. Now you do like a loaf of bread, you know, you don't do just one or two pieces of bread. And then he rolls them up like a jelly roll and puts them all in the pan. Then you have to cool them, put them in the refrigerator and let them chill for like an hour or so. Then he pulls them out and he dips them in butter and then rolls them in cinnamon and sugar and bakes them in the oven. And then, of course, you know, they're like the size of a piece of bread. So they're about like that. So then he cuts them in half. So each one makes two. I want to tell you what, they're to die for. They're absolutely to die for. To die for. All right, now I need a piece of plastic. And lucky me, he brought some home. So I got to have some. He did leave me a couple as well. All right, now somewhere here. Somewhere over the rainbow. This is kind of messy, but I'm going to use it because I don't want to get the glue. Oh, is that what a blintz is like? Oh, then I think I'd be liking me some blintz. Barbara said she used to make sandwich cakes for various events. Bread sliced horizontally, different fillings, and then iced with cream cheese and decorated. Oh, that sounds good too. With cherries in the middle. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have started this conversation. All right, in my little glue thing here is some Golden Matte Medium, and I'm going to use this rather than get out my big jug. I have some soft gel matte medium. It's soft-bodied matte acrylic medium. I guess I could use that. I don't know why I bought that, or hey Dixie, or why I have it. I guess I bought it for some project. Maybe a project Shannon, not Shannon, Shauna was doing. There's one of my hairs. Not good. All right, so now I'm going to paint her down onto. Now this probably, the matte medium, oh, you know what, let me try the gel. Let me try the gel. That should stick like a glue as well, right? Let's use some of this. Let's use some of this jazz. Let's use some of it. Now, what I'm thinking is, I'm not going to want the back of it green either. Okay, Chris, welcome back. She's fixing supper. Do you have some of your takeout veggies, Chris? Shannon said it's great for putting on anything. Sticks great, and it's good for holding heavy things. Cheese sandwich and a salad. Well, that sounds good. Our burgers were delicious. My husband has that down. I'm telling you. He's got a few things down to a science. Baked potatoes, chicken breast, and burgers. Telling you, burgers. Maybe I should wrap some of this. Cut out another piece. I think I want to wrap this around because I don't want to. I don't think I want to see the green edge, do I? I don't think I do. Where did Lori put the pencil? Barbara. I see it. I see it. I know, right? Tender. Oh. Okay, I'm going to line it because then I'm going to cut past the line. He can't. Oh. He can't boil water. My sister said her one friend, her husband can't even make himself a sandwich. What happens to Murgatroyd? That's not good. I mean, my dad didn't do a lot of that stuff, but he could do it. And if Mama's sick, he did do it. Okay, so I want enough to wrap it up. Girls, I don't know if this is going to turn out to look like anything half decent. I just found these little Christmas socks. I mean, these are not stupid people. You know, it's just like my son-in-law. My son-in-law is brilliant. He can't, you know, work the slow cooker or the washing machine. What? Come on. You can do it. Oh, that's got a little, that's going to have to stay there. So now I want enough glue to just bring this up a little bit because then my top layer will cover. I'm going to snip along here. You know, and my daughter's partly at fault. Like she said, if I asked him, he would do it. Well, then for goodness sakes, ask him. Run the washing machine. Hi, Janet. Nice to see you. All right. Now I'm going to take this soft gel matte, golden, if I can get it open. Oh, looky here. I don't know that I've ever used it. Cool. Barbara said, Kathy, once I put very ripe bananas in the freezer and forgot about them until one day I made a banana cake. Many people thought it was a honey cake. Oh, yeah, they get so sweet. And Kathy said, my mother-in-law said about the farm equipment, if you never learn, you never have to drive it. Well, you know what? That's like with washing windows. I mean, not that I had to learn or didn't learn. My husband didn't like the way I did it. So I never had to wash, after that, I never had to wash another window. So I guess that makes me brilliant. Brilliant right here. Okay, so I'm just painting this on. This is like a felt type of fuzzy felt stocking. I probably should have put something inside, but no, it's not coming through. So I think we're good. So now I'm going to put my little cutout bit on the back. Okay, probably should have mushed that over a little more, but I think we've got stickage. We've got stickage, not quittage, but stickage, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to put a little plastic bag down in the center of this guy. Just to be safe. You can still see the green. Maybe when that dries, it won't. Janet's going to bed. Night, my dear. Have a good snooze. All right, now I'm going to paint a little bit more of this around the edge and see if I can get that to stick. Might have to use some clippies. Some clippies. It's like pastry. I'm making like a pastry. So far, it's sticking pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good there. Now, right there, it's not sticking so well. Guess I probably could put a couple pins in there too, right? Let's see. Where's my clamp? Let's get a clamp. All right. Now I've got that plastic in there. I went to church with a gal who she always liked folding clothes because every time she folded clothes for a family member, she prayed for them. So that made folding clothes enjoyable for her. I never forgot that. Okay, thank you, Barbara, for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you soon, okay? Barbara's a good wife. I should have snipped a little bit there. Chris said, it's just my dad and me at home. Oh, it jumped and I didn't see it. Hold on, hold on. Candy, that's good. Candy said, if I'm folding their clothes, they ought to be praying for me. Touche. Okay. It's Chris says it's just my dad and me at home, and I have little time to cook, so I rely on 4 to 5 containers of 450 grams. I cook the rest of the food if I need extras, but it's just cooking 1 or 2 dishes. Yeah, and your dad's, not a 35-year-old man either. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ree. Oh, thanks, Ree. There's a difference. My mom doesn't cook anymore either. My nephew said he got up to go to the bathroom the other night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he heard a noise in the kitchen. It was my mother. She's getting a bowl of Cheerios. This woman lives on Cheerios. She eats them 24/7. So my son had cooked, I guess, a pork the other day, and he got her to eat some pork. Like, if we can get her to eat some protein, we're like, woohoo! She doesn't want to go anywhere. Ma, what do you want to eat? You want to go somewhere? No, just have my Cheerios. Gosh, it was back in the summer. My cousin was coming to visit. She was down from New York going to a conference and was going to stay a couple nights at my mom's, and then she stayed with her brother, and then she came and stayed with us. So she had a little mini vacation, and she had said to my mom, I'll order out. What do you want? We'll have it delivered. My mom said, no, I really just want the Cheerios. She said, what? You can have Cheerios if you want. So they had Cheerios. Oh my goodness. My son would have gone out and gotten for them too, but no, Mom just wants those Cheerios. Hi, Marty. All right, so that's quite wet. So I've got this little sock here that I found in a box of Christmas leftovers and decorations, and a little bit of an eyesore. So I've got an old cloth napkin, I think it was. Yeah, well, my parents were like that too, but life is different now, and you can't always do that. So we have to do the best we can with what we're given, right? Oh, I don't want my clip to glue to that either. So now I'm going to paint on more. Now on this, I took a piece of, my kids are like that. They don't like milk on their cereal, but I do. I could go for some oatmeal. I haven't had oatmeal for a while. And when Aunt Beck talks about that loaded oatmeal, my mouth kind of waters, I got to tell you. My kids always wanted their cereal dry. So I took a piece of rice paper and put it on this fabric. And now I'm painting over this felt with this soft gel matte medium. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Now I want to zhuzh that a little bit. I really don't. Now some of the green tint of green might come through, but I covered the back. No, I think I got it at a I think I got this one at a dollar store. I have another one over here. It's a little cuter. See, I think I'm going to end up putting some lace around the edge. Yeah, you don't want to get out of the routine, Ange. You don't want them to forget who you are. This is probably going to take a while to, yeah, that's an idea too. I could scrape some gesso over this. And I think once this starts to dry a little bit, see, because I want to still be able to put something in the sock. I could have, and I had plenty of fabric. I could have made it a little bigger. But I'm thinking I could put some kind of, maybe not this in particular, but some kind of lace. Reese said, I've started loving gel medium. It's my preference these days. Really, Ray? In different ways, how have you used it? Because I haven't, you know what? I don't think I just took the sealant off of this. I don't remember using this at all. Now I do have my fluff, which is going to go around this way. But I'm not sure I want to put that on until this dries, in case I have to tuck anything up under here. See, here I can do some more tucking. I'm going to let that dry a while though. So I don't think that's going to dry anytime soon. I really have it saturated. So let me set this aside. Actually, if I sit it on my keyboard, there's heat from it's not a keyboard, it's a laptop. We discussed this before. Gail keeps me on the straight and narrow, and that'll help maybe dry that a little bit. Now, this sock is not as hideous, I don't think. This has a cute little knitted side, and then yeah, I mean, I like the way the gesso looks. And this here has a felt side. So, being as we're talking gesso, why don't we put some gesso on this? I'll just cap that up for a little bit. And how do I want to put it on? I turned the heat down in my room because it was so stuffy in here, and now it's getting a little nippy. It's getting a little nippy. So these little tassels, I don't think I want them to get, although they might look, you know what, they might look cute with a little bit of gesso on them. Mightn't they now? Reese said just about anything I can't use the glue stick on. Oh, okay. Glue sticks are great too, but I put it on the image and the glue surface. It really looks great. Cool. Glue sticks, I never seem to get enough on. Now, I'm used to a thinner gesso. This is a heavy body one I found, I think, on clearance somewhere. So, hey, Mitzi. Nice to see you. How you doing? I'm just going to scrape some on here. Do, 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 do. Let's put some on the top. Hey, let's just gesso it up. Sounds like hubby's home. Do, 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 do. I feel like I'm icing a cake. Looks like he's been in a snowstorm. Now, where's those, where's this one? I've got these little images here. Oh, that little mouse would look cute on there, but he's kind of going the wrong direction. And Santa's too big. Let me see. Let me just trim this out. I think the small ones are too small. This is rice paper. Maybe could look a little cute on there. I wonder if I should, I think I'm going to cut away all the holly. You know what, maybe I should tear it. I'm getting better with the glue stick. Because most of, I mean, I really, I call myself a reseller. For most of my life, I've made things to resell. And I could never get the glue stick to stick well enough. Because once I sold it, I didn't want it falling apart. Oh, okay, Janice. That's a great idea. Now I'm going to cut around the bow. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Need a little Christmas. What if I cut little snippets of this? A piece of lace, burlap. Yeah, cut this stuff. What do you think? I love this stuff. Like if I cut little pieces and put like a piece there and a piece up there and then put the little girls in between. I'm not sure that I have any, I mean, I know I do have wide lace somewhere. I've got real white wide lace. Here's some white. This is it's kind of dodgy looking. Roll out. You like it? Sold. Sold to the lady in the front seat. Do 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 do. All right, now let's open up this. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Need a little Christmas. Reese said she grew up with big band music in the house. Yes, exactly, Kathy. Put something in it and send it on its way. You could put a little journal or like Jana said, a little candy. Or you could put, if you have a friend with a little pooch, put a couple little treats in there for their little furry friend. The one thing I didn't think about is the dry time. Well, I didn't really know what direction I was going to go. My neighbor still watches Lawrence Welk. She loves it. My gran always watched it. We watched it for a while. We always liked watching musicals growing up. Does anybody remember Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? Oh my gosh, we love that movie. Whoa, I got some stuff on her little faces. I missed what Janice said. Oh, there she is. Oh, Riri, we had old 78s. We did too, with big band music, until my sister tossed them for new. Oh, I'm still traumatized from. Oh, yeah. Well, my sister-in-law, she's no longer with us, but for years, she would say to my husband, I don't know what happened to my Shirley Temple doll. I thought it was in the attic, but it's not there now. And, in their mom's house. And then she would leave. After every time she'd said it, she would leave. And my husband said, I think I probably threw it out. So she never knew. All right, now that can dry, and then I can always add a little more gesso maybe on it. I think I need a little gesso on these little bumblies. Let that dry. Right? Little bumblies. So I've got that one. And I think that's probably pretty much done. I might add a little bit of lace or make a cluster down here somewhere. I know, right? Janet, exactly. Or like a good old Gene Kelly. Oh my gosh, I love the way he danced. Some of them I didn't like. I have a friend who, and I don't want to offend anybody, who's like, when we would get together, my sister, she's like a sister to us. So I've got my two sisters and then Joyce, who's like a third sister. And then we'll plan a movie, a sister's movie get together, right? So we take turns picking movies. She always wants to watch Jumbo. It was like one of the worst movies I ever watched. We're like, you gotta be kidding. But see, different strokes for different folks. I mean, yeah, we don't subscribe to that either. Oh my gosh, I could watch Christmas. I can color Christmas, watch Christmas all year long. Doesn't bother me. Love it. Absolutely. Can't get enough. Now, I don't like all the hallmarks, but there's one Hallmark. Well, there's a couple Hallmarks. They're not all Christmas either. But the one Christmas one, it's called A Crown for, I've talked about this before, A Crown for Christmas. Oh my gosh. First of all, the guy that plays the lead, he's a king in some little province, right? And he's a ginger. Okay, so I'm hooked right there because he's a ginger. All right. And she's single, and their parents died. And they don't show you any of that, but she practically raised her brother and sister, and they're falling on hard times. Anyway, she gets offered the job as a nanny to a difficult kid, who happens to be this prince. Not a prince, he's a king. And he's staying in a hotel in New York where she worked. Hey, hi, Julie. And she works in this hotel, her and her sister both. And her sister, oh, you like redheads too? Yeah, me too. And her sister has an audition. So she said, go ahead, I'll take care of it. I'll finish up cleaning, the rooms. And she's up on the top floor. You like the movie too, Ange? You know which one I'm talking about? And so she's got her little maid cart and she's not paying attention. Her sister's off and she's like, and she runs into this fellow. Well, it's this king. And she's trying to apologize and she's offering him all kinds of stuff. And she offers him a little sewing kit. And he's like startled. He's just looking at her like she's got three heads. So long story short, she ends up going to be the nanny over Christmas to this little girl who's his daughter. And of course, they get along, yada, yada, she falls in love with him. And he's supposed to marry somebody else, and then right at the end of the movie, I mean, he decides he can't marry this girl he doesn't love. And he's in love with this maid. So he goes and he finds her. And he says something like, my kingdom has survived for 1,000 years. Surely it can survive a girl from Brooklyn. And no, Jane Seymour's not in this one. And she said, "Are you sure?" And he said, "To be honest, you had me at sewing kit." Oh my gosh, it's such a I watch it at least 2 or 3 times, if not more, during the Christmas season. They're Hallmark stars. Jane Seymour's not in this one. Okay, so I'm gonna let my socks dry. So I've got this one that's gonna dry, and then I think I'll add some more gesso and then maybe a little cluster or something down here. And then this one, this is going to take 3 weeks to dry. You've watched it too, Candy? It's got that Danica, her name's Danica something. I absolutely love it. And my husband knows it. He just records it for me. And then I just keep watching. Just keep watching it. And this is going to get fluff on this one. And then I'll probably put some lace down the side here. I want to cover up that little bit of green I didn't cover. So that's rocking my socks, my Christmas socks. And then earlier I worked on making a new storage book for stencils that I use. Okay, Chris, thanks for being here. Take care. Have a good night. I think it's night for Chris. I'm not sure about Chris. Oh, that's Chris's New Mexico. See, I'm getting better at. Yes, yes, she was good at tossing. And then they had a snowball fight. But like even the hell but the castle, the lady that cooks, she fell in love with this fella and they got separated. He went off to war and then when he didn't come back, she married somebody else. Well, he's the guy that's the butler, the main guy at the castle. It's just the whole thing is it's just fabulous. All right, so I think I'm going to do a page in not my everyday journal. I haven't done the cover yet. I just, Angie says, and she also likes the one where the guy is the prince, lives in New York. He's got a girlfriend. Yeah, I think I know which one you mean. That's the one with Lacey Sherbet or something like that. She got a little pudgy face. Yeah, Jane Seymour was the queen in one. She was a bit of a snoot. Yeah. Anyway, if you see A Crown for Christmas come up, watch it and let me know what you think. The other one that I really, really, really like that's a Hallmark, it's called Summer Villa. I forget the girl's name that's in it, but the male lead is Victor Webster, and he's like, I'm sorry, so hot. Okay? He's like so hot. He's a chef, she's a writer, and it takes place in France. Oh, I can't even stand myself. Okay. So I did this December 1st. I did this one yesterday, and now I worked on the socks, and I put this poinsettia napkin on this page, and I thought I just might add a little bit more to this. Now, I have those rice papers, right? And I think I'd like to put something on one of these. Now I have other it said, did you see Amanda from the Talk-In? I think a Hallmark Christmas movie. That one's not ringing a bell. But like Doris Day. Well, Candace Cameron left. She left Hallmark. She's on that newer channel. I don't know whether it's her channel. She left. I think a couple of them have left. I love this paper, so I'm saving that Santa. And I think I'm going to put this Santa probably on another page. Here's the Yuletide page. So let me just cut these out. I know, right, Janice? Doris Day. I mean, come on. And I loved her and Rock Hudson together. I'm sorry, I just did. From the TV show The Talk, she is one of the hosts, Lori. I don't think I know that show, The Talk. That's my problem. I'll have to look that up, Mitz. Oh, no. I said to my husband, I missed that one, Hallmark one, where they were like the garage sale murders or something, but that Lori Laughlin had, problems with college tuition and such. And I really liked that, where she was always like, going to yard sales and stuff like that, her and her friend. And they had a shop, and then somebody would always turn up dead. And she would, be solving the Lullaby to Broadway. I love that old guy who was in lots of movies back then. I don't know. My husband and I have been watching, and we're anxiously awaiting for. We've been watching some PBS stuff, and he doesn't like all of it. Now I like Doc Martin. Aunt Beck watches Doc Martin, and All Creatures Great and Small, and I watched for a while, and I caught up and watched all the Grantham ones, but I'm not that crazy about the new The new priest in that one. Yes, Great American Channel. Right, Ange, thanks. Yeah, I couldn't remember what that one was called. All right, so I've just got my little piece of rice paper here. And I think I'm going to take this part off. I'm just tearing around this cute little wintry gal. She's adorbs. Really adorbs. And I'm going to get back to where my poinsettia is. And I'm going to put her in here. I think I want to ink around. I want to ink around her. Oops. Just lost some holly. Let's see. I need something to ink on. Grab a piece of just a piece of book paper. I don't know if I know about the original. Hey, Devin. S.Z. Sack will play Mr. Hubble. All Creatures Great and Small, the original. I don't know if I know about the original. We just watched the PBS one. And there's a book apparently about James, the one vet. Well, now they start this thing on Hallmark now. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's a little gaggy. Merry Christmas, Mr. Smith. Well, Merry Christmas, Amanda. Oh, gag me. Gag me! It's a little too much. The original was better. PBS also, Hurrit, yeah, wrote a bunch of books. Okay, yeah, Hurrit, that's the name. Or Harriet, or however they say it. Oh, I wonder if you can find the original. So that was a PBS. Look, I just ripped her. I'm such a masher. Such a masher. I'm so sorry, little one. I don't want to cover up that poinsettia. We just watched part of a movie and they were kind of arguing how you say poinsettia, whether it's poinsettia or poinsettia. All right. I need a piece of, did I throw away all my, just use this. I need a brush. I've read the books that Siri was made from. See, I'm not a reader. I wonder if I could get that on audio. Thank you, Devin. This is my not everyday journal. I was working on Christmas stockings. And I'm going to use my newly discovered soft gel medium and put this little gal down and try to hide the fact that I ripped her in half practically. Just call me the masher. The original series started in 1978. Oh my goodness, that's a long time ago. Christmas Vacation, Ange. Oh, and so many people like that. What is it, the Christmas Story with the kid in the puffy suit and he falls down the snow and he can't get up? Oh, my nerves. I don't drink, but I need a drink watching that. I just can't. I can't tolerate that one. I just can't. I just can't. Everybody's like, "That's great." And I'm like, "Yeah, not for me." All right, I had a little, oh yeah, I want this little Christmas greeting. I want to salvage this. You thought it was even earlier than that? I graduated in 71, so I'm going to ink a dink this one, see if I can ink it and not rip it apart. I think I'm going to be needing some coffee. I need me some coffee. Devin, did you get a chance? Did you see the message I sent you? I just want to make sure you saw it. I haven't checked my phone in a bit, so maybe you saw it. If you haven't, have a look, please. If you would, please. All right, let's put a little bit of this on here. Do, 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 do. I sent it to Instagram. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Pam. Angie. James Harriet Watt, played by Christopher Timothy. Oh, I hate when we were talking about that. Who was it? It was Ree. Was it yesterday? Oh my gosh, that autocorrect makes me nuts. It puts in things you don't even put in there. I got a little corner here. I want to fix that little corner. Okay. This I think got cattywampus. Let's just glue that down. All right, I need something else on here. I see the message. Looks like a video. Yes, it's a video. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. My one favorite I watch for sure every year is the Bishop. See, now I'm not crazy about the Bishop's wife because I want I want her to end. I'm not a fan of David Niven. And that's what I don't like about Please Don't Eat the Daisies. I'm not a fan of David Niven. I want her to get the Bishop. Well, I was thinking about that, Julie. I thought, you know what? I'll probably be more frustrated if I turn this stinking thing off. All right, so that page is probably okay the way it is, but I just feel like I want a little something else on there. So, I'm back in my fabric bag. This is a retro apron I've been taking apart, red. And it's got this darling waistband. What if I put a piece of that and then put some kind of a saying? I know. The angel, yeah, I know. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. The books had you in fits, so you must be a reader. Which is a good one that's a tearjerker. David Niffen is the bishop. Yeah. Did you see The City of Angels? Is that the one with who are the stars in City of Angels? I think I know what you're talking about. I don't want to give anything. I don't want to do a spoiler type thing. Is it I'm thinking either Jennifer Lopez or the blonde, Meg Ryan, maybe, or one of the blondes, or who was the guy? The Coppola's nephew. I can't think of his name. Oh, yikes. All right, now I'm trying to think, where do I have my Christmas? I know I have some Christmas words up there. I think I want a piece of yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, okay, yeah. Nope, turned that right off. Nope. Didn't watch it. Nope. And no. Nope, didn't like it. I've got some, what do they call this stuff? German scraps or something? Victorian scraps that I bought. I've never used any of these. I think there's Christmas in here. Maybe there isn't. Maybe I have more somewhere else. Look at this. This girl, when I put these on Etsy years ago. It's just the end of a paper bag. She glued that up and then put a little sticker or something on there. And then she sent them. I thought that was clever. Yeah, I know I have some that have Christmas. Obviously not in this package. These are all little roses. I want something on there. Yeah, I don't have many, but I know I have some Santa Claus ones. But in true Lori fashion, she doesn't remember where she put them. I run across stuff every once in a while. I could stitch something on there first if I had it. Any ideas? I was thinking I could tear off, maybe just a piece of this. Ooh, maybe just a piece of that on there. And then we could glue it down. Maybe I could stitch it. Well, I think my needle will go through this. All right, I'm going to have a little stitch. I'm going to do a little stitch. A little stitchy stitch. One moment, please. I've been winding my bobbins the way you're supposed to, but it's not winding it correctly. Oh, you know what? I just thought I didn't take the bots. I didn't do the bot thing tonight. Now that I said that, what do you see? Some bots will show up. What do you think? Do you think I need anything up there? I need something else on here. Maybe a button or some kind of a little bubble. Some kind of a little bobble. Look, I've never used any of these. Let's see how it looks. I have a 25. Look. Oh, a green bell? Yeah, that's an idea. Let me see if I can poke these through. Oh, I can. I can. Oh my goodness. I like this. Night, Ange. All right, sweetie. Take care. Don't eat too much of the Mexican restaurant when you go tomorrow. Think of me, Ange. Think of me. Get some of that dip. Get some of that dip. Oh, let's see. I don't know if I have I don't know if I have green that I can get to easily. Maybe some gold. I got a pin in there. Hi, Kathy. I missed some stuff, Cedric, and some stuff I missed. All right, let me see if I can get a little, because this will squish flat. This is like a meshy ribbon, and it's got a little thin wire on the edges. And my fingers are looking poorly. Poorly. I don't want to use my sewing scissors on that. Just give a little snip. I'll put that down. I'm really working in tight quarters here. I should have left myself a little more room. I don't know. I didn't see Janice say goodbye, but she might still be here. I always think I don't put this on so tight, and then I see that I can't get it off my fingers. My little chubettes. Gotta scoot it. All right, Kathy. Enjoy. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. All right. Finger person. Ah. Don't you hate it when you go to cut your ribbon and the scissors don't cut it nicely? Or just hate it. There she is. She was racking her brain over names. Julie Siegfried Farnan. The gassy bulldog was Tricky Woo. Oh, Siegfried is the older brother, right? Okay, I'm not liking that so much, but it's just going to be, that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to glue that on with my hot glue. And I think I'm going to hot glue this one. Tricky Woo is a naughty, naughty boy. Tricky Woo. Yeah, I knew it. I saw the Tricky Woo and I knew what they meant because I watched. All creatures great and small. I'm gonna have to see if we can find that. I'll get my son on it. He's good at finding that stuff. Cedric is the bulldog and Tricky Woo the border collie, according to Google. In the one that's on now, like we're waiting for the next season to come on PBS, Tricky Woo is like a long-haired, looks like a Shih Tzu or something like that. That's some kind of dog like that. But I don't know about in the other one or like in the book. And remember James Herriot's cold feet? I don't remember that. I just love James. I love Mrs. Hall. Is there Hall? Mrs. Hall? Mrs. You know, the lady that cooks for them and such. My sisters and I want her to get together with Siegfried. But now she's taken up with Gerald. Yeah, they changed things. It's not as good. I love Mrs. Hall. Right. Tricky Woo was the rich lady's spoiled dog. Yeah, well, in the one that's on now, that's who I'm talking about. And she lives in the big house all by herself. And this dog, housekeeper, I couldn't think of housekeeper. And it was Christmas time. And James stopped by, I think, to drop Tricky Woo off after there's some testing and they kept him overnight. But he looks like a Shih Tzu in the PBS version now. And she wanted James to come in for a sherry, and he said no, we had to get back because of Christmas. And then she said, "Oh, okay." And he said, "Well, maybe a little one." So he goes in and has a drink with her, and then he comes back, and they all pack up their whole Christmas and they take it over to her house, uncover all the furniture, and they have Christmas with her. It was very heartwarming to have Christmas with her because she let all of her staff go home so they could be with their families. And we just love it. And the girls are saying in 1978, there was an original All Creatures Great and Small. I don't know if it was a movie or if it was a show, but we'll have to see if we could find it. They said it was fabulous. Okay, girls, I think I'm going to cut out. So, I did a page in my, not my everyday journal, and I want to put a date on here because I'm very bad at putting dates on. So I'm going to try to remember, especially because I'm not, locked into doing this. It was a series. Thanks, Candy. Every day. So today is the 5th. All pressure's off because I don't have to do it every day. I would like a movie so you could just sit and watch it from beginning to end. This series stuff makes me crazy. So that's my page in there. And then my warm-up was making a second storage folder or book to keep my stencils that I use regularly in by my desk. I kind of outgrew. It was a show. Thank you, Janice. And so I painted, just stuck on some painting, some gel print stuff just to get these Tyvek envelopes covered. And then I left some of the flaps on and then just stuck that to the glue on the flaps so I can have my large and small stencils at hand. So that was the warm-up, and I'll be decorating on some of those when I have some extra bits and things I want to glue on. Just decorate some of the pages because I have my old one, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna. I love my old one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use this one for now. Maybe I said maybe my Art by Marlene stuff because I have that in a similar idea, but with business reply envelopes, and they're really hard to get in and out of. So I think I'll put my Art by Marlene in this one. And then we rock some Christmas socks. And by that, I mean, I found some little socks in some of my Christmas paraphernalia. And they were not very cute. And so on this one, we did some gesso. And that's drying. And then I put on some coffee dyed fabric, some retro stuff, and then a little snippet off of a rice paper. So that's drying. And then this one was really kind of ugh. So this one's drying too. It had an old piece of, I think it was a napkin. So I'm fashioning that. This is, I used the soft gel mat. And Shannon said that'll hold anything down. So this needs to dry. And then again, glued on a little piece of rice paper. Have me crying, the older artist's companion. Boo-hoo. And then I cut a piece of this fluffy stuff I had. So this is going to go around here. But when this dries, I'm going to put some lace around here, I believe. So that's it from me for tonight. I'm going to go get some coffee and sit with my hubby and put my feet up. And I'll probably do a little crocheting. So thank you for being here. It was so nice to see you all. Julie, I'm glad you popped in and we're able to stay a little while because usually you pop in and I'm headed now. So that was great having you here for a little bit. And I'll see you all soon. So take care. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of the week. I'll be back on Friday. As they say, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I will see you next time. Thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.